Welcome to your exclusive Behavioural Profiling Workshop by Axise.co. My name is Elizabeth. I'm thrilled you are here today to invest in becoming a more adaptive, confident, and effective leader. Make sure you have your notes ready and minimize distractions so you can get the full value from this training. In this workshop, you'll learn how to enhance team communication and trust, motivate each member effectively, reduce conflicts and misunderstandings, and ultimately lead with clarity and confidence. These skills are essential for building teams that are resilient, engaged, and high-performing. So let's dive in. So why does profiling matter? In Surrounded by Idiots, Thomas Erikson explains that most conflicts in work and life don't come from intention, but from misunderstanding different communication styles and motivations. When we fail to see how others perceive the world, we label them as difficult, lazy, or incompetent, when in reality they simply operate differently from us. Profiling helps you decode these differences. By understanding the 4 color types, red, yellow, green, and blue, you can adapt your leadership approach, prevent miscommunication, and unlock each team member's best performance. Erikson categorizes personalities into 4 different colors based on behavioral traits and communication styles. Red, direct, decisive, results-driven. Yellow, enthusiastic, sociable, and creative. Green, calm, supportive, and patient. And lastly, blue, analytical, detail-oriented, and cautious. Everyone is a mix, but we usually have dominant colors that influence how we make decisions, handle stress, and interact with others. Recognizing these colors in your team helps you lead with clarity and empathy. Let's explore each one in depth. Let's start with the reds. Reds are dominant, decisive, and results-driven. They thrive in high-pressure environments where quick decisions are required. They are very motivated by challenges and autonomy. They want to win and have control over their tasks. However, they have their blind spots. They are impatient, and their bluntness can come across as arrogance if not managed well. Erikson explains that to communicate effectively with Reds, we have to be clear and concise, focus on the outcomes, and always respect their time. We have to avoid micromanaging or over-explaining anything to them, as they will see it as waste of time. Think of a Red in your team or life. How can you apply Erikson's advice to improve your communication with them this week? Next up, we have Yellow, the inspirer. Erikson describes yellows as the life of the party, enthusiastic, sociable, and creative. They bring energy and optimism to any room. They are also motivated by recognition and freedom to explore ideas. They thrive when praised and given space to innovate. However, they can be disorganized and their impulsiveness can impact follow-through. According to Erikson, when communicating with yellows, we have to be enthusiastic and friendly. We have to also give them space to share their ideas and highlight their contributions to keep them motivated. We should not dismiss their ideas abruptly, as this quickly demotivates them. Who in your team is a yellow? How can you show them recognition and encourage their creativity today, as Erikson recommends? And then we have the greens, the supporters. Erikson describes greens as calm, patient, and supportive. They value harmony and dislike conflicts or sudden changes. They are known to have patience, loyalty, and being good listeners. They are always motivated by stability and appreciation because they want to feel safe and valued within the team. However, they have blind spots too. They are resistant to changes and avoid conflicts as well. When communicating with greens, Erikson advises we have to be patient and calm, we have to reassure and affirm their contributions, and provide stability and clarity, especially during changes. We should avoid sudden changes without explanation, as this creates anxiety and resistance. Who in your team is a green? How can you create a stable and supportive environment for them this week? Lastly, we have the blues, also known as the analysts. Blues are analytical, detail-oriented, and cautious. They thrive on data, accuracy, and structured thinking. They are motivated by information and precision because they want to know the facts before deciding. In reality, they do tend to overanalyze, which can lead to slow decision-making or perfection paralysis. Erikson's advice for communicating with blues is to be logical and detailed, provide clear data and expectations, and allow time for thorough analysis. We should always avoid vague statements or rushing decisions with them. Otherwise, they will resist if they feel unprepared. Think of a blue in your team. How can you provide them with the clarity and detail Erikson recommends so they can perform confidently? Understanding your team is more than just feeling good about each other. It has measurable business impact. Statistics show that 36% reduction in employee turnover happens when teams feel engaged and understood by their team leaders. Erikson's framework provides a practical way to achieve this by helping you adapt your leadership to each color type rather than forcing one style on everyone. Leaders who understand their team members' behavioral profiles can unlock higher trust, motivation, and retention. Erikson argues that communication mismatches not lack of skills, but are the root of most workplace conflicts and disengagement. 70% of team engagement is determined by the leader's competence and relationship with their team. Behavioral profiling helps you communicate clearly, set expectations effectively, and build trust faster. Erikson outlines practical ways to approach each color type. We've condensed these insights into cheat sheets for you to save you time in tough conversations, help you phrase things clearly, and build confidence in adaptive leadership. You can use them for performance reviews and feedback sessions to reduce misunderstandings and connect effectively. Use the conversation scripts for tough chats, and use the email templates to communicate effectively without overthinking. Refer to these cheat sheets for instant clarity on team dynamics. Erikson reminds us that self-awareness precedes effective leadership. In the top right corner, you can see how leaders often struggle. To turn Erikson's knowledge into action, use our reflection and action planning tracker. It helps you personalize your leadership style, build adaptive habits, and hold yourself accountable to grow. Leaders often struggle because they don't know what to improve next or fail to apply insights consistently. This tracker solves that. Erikson shares that unresolved conflicts damage psychological safety and productivity. Conflicts are inevitable, but when left unresolved, they damage trust and productivity. The Conflict Resolution Tracker acts on Erikson's insights by helping you to prevent issues from escalating, identify recurring patterns, and ensure fair and timely resolutions. Meetings often fail not because of poor agendas, but because leaders don't adapt discussions to different color types present. Reds get impatient with long discussions, blues need more pre-reads, yellows crave for interaction, and greens prefer clarity and reassurance. Meetings take up a huge chunk of work life, but unstructured meetings waste time and drain morale. The Meeting Plan Tracker operationalizes Erikson's insights by ensuring that your meetings have clear purposes and outcomes, increase participation, and build your leadership credibility. Applying behavioral profiling is about daily micro-adjustments rather than big personality changes. Here are your next steps to embed these habits into your leadership style immediately. Firstly, read the Behavioral Profile Cheat Sheet and identify your team's dominant colors. Use the conversation script in your upcoming feedback or delegation chats. Use the plug-and-play emails to tailor to each color to build clarity and motivation. Tip number 4 is to apply profiling in task assignments to align with strengths. And lastly, promote regular communication and provide meaningful, tailored feedback. Write down one immediate micro-action you'll take today to apply Erikson's profiling framework effectively. Let's do a quick knowledge check to ensure you can apply Erikson's framework confidently. Question 1. Reds prefer detailed explanations and long discussions before taking action. The answer is false. Reds prefer short outcome-focused communication and quick decisions. Question 2. Yellows are motivated by recognition and opportunities to share ideas. This is true. Yellows value social interaction, creativity, and being appreciated for their contributions. Question 3. Greens dislike sudden changes and prefer a stable, supportive environment. This is true. Greens prioritize harmony, patience, and security in the team. Question 4. Blues are motivated mainly by emotional connections and praise from others. This is false. Blues are motivated by data, accuracy, and logical reasoning rather than praise or emotional connection. Question 5. Understanding individual behavioral profiles within a team only marginally influences short-term productivity, but has a profound and measurable effect on long-term employee retention and overall team cohesion. This is true. While immediate productivity gains from understanding behavioral profiles may not be subtle, research highlights significant long-term benefits including improved employee retention and stronger team dynamics which contribute to sustained performance. Erikson emphasizes profiling enhances both immediate communication and long-term team culture. Thank you for investing your time today in becoming a more adaptive and confident leader. Remember, behavioral profiling isn't about labeling people as colors, but understanding their lenses so you can bring out their best. Together, we can achieve more. Before you exit, I want you to think about your own dominant color. Which of these descriptions feel most natural to you? Erikson reminds us that self-awareness is the first step to understanding others. If you had found this workshop to be valuable, do stay tuned for more cheat sheets.